Ever wondered what it takes to tame the wildest bar in town? Well, let's take a trip down memory lane to the year 1989 and explore the action-packed world of Roadhouse. Starring the late, great Patrick Swayze and the ever-charismatic Sam Elliott, this movie has carved its own niche in the realm of pop culture. Roadhouse is more than just your average action flick. It's a story of resilience and redemption, set against the backdrop of a rowdy bar known as the Double Deuce. It's a film that doesn't shy away from the raw, unfiltered energy of the late 80s, giving us a unique blend of action, drama, and suspense. Over the years, Roadhouse has garnered a cult following, with fans drawn to its iconic one-liners, memorable characters, and electrifying fight scenes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we delve into the world of Roadhouse, an action-packed cult classic that takes you on a wild ride. Imagine stepping into the Double Deuce, a bar so wild it makes a rodeo look like a tea party. Nestled in the heart of Missouri, the Double Deuce is a place where the beer flows like a river, and the patrons aren't afraid to let loose. It's a watering hole with a reputation that's larger than life, and it's certainly not for the faint-hearted. From the moment you pass through the creaky wooden doors, you're stepping into a world that's as unpredictable as it is lively. The bar is a whirlwind of activity, a cacophony of laughter and raucous music filled with patrons who are just as rowdy as the bar itself. It's a place where the rules are few and far between, and chaos is the order of the day. And it's here, in this boisterous setting, that our main character finds himself. Fresh from the East Coast, he's a fish out of water in this wild Midwestern bar. He's a bouncer, a peacekeeper, but this is no ordinary bar, and these are no ordinary patrons. The challenges he faces are as numerous as they are daunting. Right off the bat, he's met with resistance from the patrons who are used to running amok. They're not too keen on anyone, let alone an outsider, trying to impose order on their unruly playground. And the staff? They're just as skeptical. They've seen bouncers come and go, and they have little faith in this new guy's ability to turn things around. But our main character is not one to back down. He's faced with a Herculean task: to tame the wild beast that is the Double Deuce. It's a task that will test his mettle, push his limits, and force him to question everything he knows about maintaining peace in a place where peace is a foreign concept. What awaits him is a journey of transformation, not just for him, but for the Double Deuce itself. It's a wild ride that's as thrilling as it is unpredictable. The Double Deuce, a bar so wild it needs taming. What does it take to be a good bouncer? It's not all muscle and might. This question leads us into the unique philosophy of bouncing that Roadhouse presents. In this world, the role of a bouncer goes beyond the physical. It's about mental agility, emotional intelligence, and a certain way of viewing life. The main character, Dalton, is a bouncer unlike any other. He's not just the muscle at the door, he's a Zen master of the bar scene. He doesn't just keep out the riffraff, he maintains a balance, a peace. His approach to bouncing is not about brute force, but about understanding, about diffusing situations before they escalate. Dalton's philosophy can be summarized in 3 simple rules. 1. Never underestimate your opponent. Expect the unexpected. 2. Take it outside. Never start anything inside the bar unless it's absolutely necessary. And 3. Be nice. Be nice is the cornerstone of his philosophy. Even when faced with a rowdy patron, Dalton's first response is to be nice, to talk, to understand, to de-escalate. He understands that everyone in the bar is there to have a good time, and it's his job to ensure that happens without incident. But there's more to Dalton's philosophy than these rules. It's about respect. Respect for oneself, respect for others, respect for the establishment. It's about understanding that every action has a reaction, and the best way to avoid a negative reaction is to start with a positive action. Dalton's philosophy is a reflection of his character. He's not just a bouncer, he's a peacemaker, a philosopher, a guide. He understands that violence is a last resort, not the first response. He knows that to truly be effective, a bouncer must be more than just muscle. They must be a mediator, a negotiator, a calming presence in the storm of a bustling bar. So what does it take to be a good bouncer? According to Roadhouse, it takes understanding, patience, respect, and a willingness to be nice, even in the face of adversity. Bouncing in Roadhouse is not just a job, it's a philosophy. What's an action movie without some adrenaline-pumping fight scenes? Roadhouse is a film that understands this sentiment to its core. It's a movie that delivers on the promise of action with a capital A. And it does so with a unique blend of style and substance that sets it apart from the crowd. The action sequences in Roadhouse are a testament to the art of choreography. They're not just about brute force or flashy moves. No, they're about rhythm, timing, and precision. They're about the dance of combat, the ballet of brawling. It's as if every punch, every kick, every throw is part of a carefully orchestrated performance, meticulously planned and flawlessly executed. And let's not forget the intensity. Oh, the intensity. There's a raw, visceral energy that pulsates through every action scene in Roadhouse. It's an energy that grabs you by the collar and doesn't let go until the last opponent hits the floor. It's an energy that gets your heart pounding, your palms sweating, your eyes glued to the screen. But what truly sets the action in Roadhouse apart is its restraint. Yes, you heard that right, restraint. The film knows when to hold back, when to let the tension build, when to let the anticipation simmer. It knows that sometimes the most powerful punch is the one that's not thrown. The most devastating kick is the one that's not landed. It's this understanding, this respect for the ebb and flow of action that elevates Roadhouse from a mere action flick to a masterclass in cinematic combat. So if you're a fan of action, of the thrill of the fight, of the spectacle of combat, then Roadhouse is a movie that deserves your attention. It's a film that understands the language of action, that speaks it fluently, confidently, passionately. It's a film that knows how to deliver a punch, how to take a hit, how to stand back up and keep fighting. Roadhouse is a symphony of action, where every punch and kick hits the right note. Ever pondered how a movie about a bouncer at a wild bar could leave such a lasting impact? Well, let's dive right in. Roadhouse, released in 1989, is more than just an action film. It's a cultural phenomenon, a movie that has permeated pop culture in ways that few others have. For starters, consider the movie's cult following. Roadhouse may not have been a blockbuster at the box office, but it found a second life on home video and cable television. This second wave of viewers found something special in the film's unique blend of action, philosophy, and Patrick Swayze's undeniable charisma. They found a movie that was unapologetically itself, a film that embraced its own outrageousness and ran with it. This cult following has kept the film alive and kicking, even more than 3 decades after its initial release. Then there are the quotes. Roadhouse is chock full of memorable lines, from Dalton's philosophy of "be nice until it's time not to be nice," to the iconic "pain don't hurt." These quotes have been referenced and parodied countless times in other movies, TV shows, and even video games, becoming part of the fabric of pop culture themselves. And let's not forget the scenes that have resonated with audiences. Who could forget the epic bar brawls or the intense showdowns with the villainous Brad Wesley? These scenes are not just entertaining, they're iconic, etched into the minds of viewers and leaving a lasting impression. In essence, Roadhouse has had an impact far beyond its initial release. It's a film that has inspired devotion from its fans, spawned countless references in pop culture, and left us with memorable quotes and scenes that continue to resonate. It's a testament to the power of cinema, and a reminder that sometimes a movie can be so much more than just a movie. Roadhouse, a movie that packed a punch strong enough to leave a lasting impression. As we come to the end of our Roadhouse journey, let's reflect on what we've discovered. We've journeyed through the gritty setting of the Double Deuce, a place where fists fly as fast as the wisecracks. We've delved into the unique philosophy of bouncing, where keeping the peace is just as critical as throwing a punch. We've reveled in the action sequences that have made Roadhouse a cult classic, as thrilling today as they were decades ago. And perhaps most importantly, we've explored the profound impact this movie has had on pop culture. It has redefined the action genre, setting a high bar for movies that followed in its wake. From the unforgettable characters to the memorable lines, Roadhouse has left an indelible mark on us. It's more than just a movie, it's a testament to the enduring appeal of action-packed drama. And there you have it, a glimpse into the wild ride that is Roadhouse, a movie that redefined the action genre and left an indelible mark on pop culture.